Okay, so I don't know how long the first length of the video will be. This is the first video. Well, not the first video I've made, but the first one in fucking daylight, I guess, where you can see what I look like. So they say pick a topic to talk about, etc., etc., etc. Well, let's say lifestyle, because I'm not sure really what else there is to talk about unless we're talking about war and peace and what else is going on and I don't know how in the fuck you see life changing before your eyes. And yes, I'm smoking pot, but that doesn't make me illiterate or fucking stupid. And if you think it does, go fuck yourself and don't even be listening to me. Thank you very much. Have a great day. As to everybody else, hello, I'm Lisa. You can refer to me as, oh hell, I don't give a shit. You know, when they always tell you the grass is always greener on the other side, that's horseshit, because I've never found a side that's fucking green. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm chasing a motherfucking mosquito because they're just bad this year. I mean, bad. So it's either he get me or me get him. About like the world is right now. Gotta get you before you get me. Hell, that's what it seems like anymore anyway. I think I got, no, didn't get his ass. Ain't that a bitch? Out bitched by a mosquito. So, that's what I'm talking about. That's where, there you go. There's where some bad luck comes in. So, for the rest of it, maybe I should go to therapy. Maybe not. Maybe I should just get on here and vent to you, and you can vent to me, and we can vent to each other, and, fuck off therapy. And, oh, how do you feel today? Oh, how does that make you feel? They don't want to know how it makes me feel. I suppose I could be honest with them and really tell them how it makes me fucking feel, but if I did, then I wouldn't get to tell you how I felt. So, however, who am I? My name is Lisa. What do I do in life? Well, right now, I'm trying to go to college. I'm old. I'm in and out of a shit town called Fairview, Missouri, fighting with a dirty preacher. And why I say dirty preacher, I mean one that defiles all the rules of, oh, the religious aspect, the church aspect, whatever you want to call it. Hell, I don't know what you call it. Here's what I can tell you that I do know. My grandfather was a minister. My father was a minister. He's a shit minister. So, and I guess when I say shit minister, I do believe God was preparing me. And don't think I'm what you would call a religious nut. I'm not a religious nut. I go all different kinds of directions. I believe everything revolves into one. I believe God, science, I believe empath, I believe all of that. I believe it all goes into one big ball. Just like the book of Enoch. I believe it's part of the book that goes with our book, just like the other books that are out there, except countries are too stubborn to see that it's all one book that's supposed to go together, but everybody's got one separate book, and they want to fight for that one issue in that one book, when if they would put them together, they would see certain things coincide. So, like in the Bible we have, it says people who are empaths and this and that and can see things and know things. that's supposed to be demonic. Well, there's a contradiction there. So let's talk about the 144,000. So there's your contradiction. If those 144 exist, which, oh honey, I know they do, then there's a contradiction in it. And I'll tell you where the contradictions comes from. The contradictions comes from is man put his hand in it where he shouldn't have put his hand in it after the disciples did. Now, if it got split up for a reason, maybe we were supposed to learn different aspects and then be smart enough to put it all together and find the whole aspect. Well then, that's a good possibility. However, what the fuck do I know? I'm just an old bitch living in a new world, trying to figure it the fuck out. Let's see. Homeless at this point in time. I always thought I'd be smarter. And, I'm a grandma. Have some medical problems. Trying to get it together. But I've seen other people talk like this. And, I still can't catch that motherfucking mosquito. So, if that tells you a bitch ain't in bad shape, I don't know what to tell you. I should be able to karate chop his ass like no tomorrow. But have I? Not the fuck yet. So, but I will. I won't give up. Ergo, the town that I'm in. So, I'm homeless at this point in time. So, a dirty preacher took money from me. His wife did. And, actually, she conned my ex-husband into taking it out of my purse and giving it to her. Said that I was going to purchase this piece of shit property that I'm sitting in. But I don't stay in the property. I stay in my car. However, I have 4 pups that I refuse to put down, and I've had them for too long. So, and I'm the type of person, if we're gonna start it together, we're gonna finish it together. The rest of my animals, I have finished it with them. I have them cremated. I have kept them with me. That way, for the day that I go, that I am going to be cremated and take them with me. We're all gonna live in that little sand pile together, I guess you could say. So, however, life's not been great. But you have to look at it in a positive factor. Even though life's not been great, depends upon how you I don't know, how you choose to live your life is whether it's great or not. I didn't choose to be homeless, and I'm tired, and it's not good for my body, but when you're fighting a dirty landlord and all your information gets stolen, this is why I'm making the videos, one other reason I'm making the videos. So, all of my information of me, of who I am, got put on the dark web. So, y'all should know me more than you know the fucking movie stars out there. So, I got hit 6 billion times in one day, and that was fucking a year ago, and I quit looking after that. And I can't tell you how many times I've switched phones, I've did this, I've did that, and, you talk to people and they say, well, we can't help you. Well, what the fuck are we paying for? My question. You got all these hacking fucking services, but we can't help you. And even when you've paid for the hacking fucking services, all of a sudden they get ghost. Everything else gets ghost. You get fucking ghost. 'Cause I had shut all my shit down. Like, I'm talking down. You know, I couldn't, I can go into a motherfucking place and be me, and that place says, I'm not me. That's how ghosted I am because of somebody hitting me on the dark web. So I'm just saying, we're paying for all this shit. So, and that's, it doesn't matter if I'm fucking here. I'm not here. Am I here? I'm here. I'm not here. Well, I'm not here while I'm fucking doing this. How about that? Okay, I'm here again. So, I guess I just got on here to bitch about life in general and bullshit. And I want to know how things make sense. So, because it seems like I have transcended to the next level, and all I can see is a bunch of bullshit. And when I say bullshit, what I see is logical. When I'm talking to somebody else, I see a dumbass. So, no disrespect, no pun intended. So, just on a physical level and a psychological level, I'm not hearing, when I'm hearing is not, it's different. So, it's like I hear the truth coming out of their mouths, and they don't know that they've just told me the truth, and it's stupid. Bunch of fucking inbreds. That hit a nerve. Don't let it unless you're an inbred. So, staying in the town of Fairview, Missouri, dealing with an old-ass dirty preacher trying to go to court. And by the way, old preachers. Not all old preachers are pedophiles, killers possibly. I mean, I have been told by every junkie in town, and you know a junkie. Now, damn it, a junkie, they say a lot of weird shit, but a lot of different junkies, and especially if they don't hang out together and you're doing a fucking scientific experiment, it's like, okay, the property that I hear in question I'm talking about, I've had sheriffs out here 9 times. So I'm going to start recording this shit now so y'all can see this, because I want y'all to know that I am in a corrupt county. I won't say the county's name. Let's just say I'm too blonde to know what the name of the county is. I tell you what town I'm in, but I don't know what county I'm in. I just know I'm in Fairview, Missouri. Get it, Fairview. So, and the dirty preacher I'm fighting is Gary Crawford. So, he's the one that told me he was a sex addict. Told me, those are just some weird fucking people. That's all I can tell you. Preachers don't talk like that. Not real preachers don't talk like that. And then I've asked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sheriffs. I've told them that I believe that there are dead bodies on the property that has been purchased at hand. And you know what they say to me? Now this, here, y'all go ahead and light up too while we're fixing to have this conversation, because I'm going to tell you what they say to me. The sheriffs of Fairview, Missouri County, y'all figure out the county, I gonna tell them that I believe there's dead bodies on this property, and they gonna ask me, can't you just get along? Well, who am I getting along with? The motherfucker that's 2 houses down that's trying to make me dead because of the preacher, because he can't come over here because he's already put his hands on other husbands' wives, and his last day of service. Why would you come and preach at a service on the very last day if you had to wear a bulletproof vest? Now, Is that vanity or what the hell? You gonna come do a service and it's the last day, but you have to wear a bulletproof vest. I believe I would decline, say, hell, you're already a dirty preacher, so lie. Just tell them, make up a reason, tell them you can't come. I mean, you've been raping women, people's wives, just like him, sitting in front of me. First day I met him, he one chair in the whole fucking room, and he gonna sit in the chair and expect me to stand in front of him like an obedient fucking woman. Okay, well, I can dig it, but guess what? This ain't 1642, motherfucker. So he wants to ask me, hey, sister, do you know your place? And I told him, hey, you got the wrong sister, mister. So, and I'm not his fucking sister, first of all, but he got the wrong bitch. So, yes, I was raised up, but however, I was raised by women, per se. Not so much because my father and my mother, they were separated. They weren't never married. So, on my mother's side of the family, I was taught, and you guys, yeah, none of them really ever stayed married fucking long. So, and if they did, hell, the other one died, if you get my meaning. So, but I cannot, and I told him that he couldn't touch me and I wasn't bowing to him. Well, that pissed him off, and, well, it went from point A to point B to... He's got Goonies in the fucking town, and I really don't know how he could have Goonies in the town. And I hear some of the addicts say, oh, yeah, he's got the cartel behind him, Lisa. He's got this behind him, Lisa. He's got that behind him, Lisa. Well, I don't see the cartel having anything to do with Fairview, Missouri, to be honest. I mean, hell, everybody that's got even a hint of brown in them has already either fucking went underground or, that's another subject. So, I'm just saying, when you go see your lawyer and the first thing they ask you is, are you Mexican? Well, hell, not enough for you to deport me, but yeah, I got something in there, but not enough for you to put some zip ties on my ass and throw me in a van while you're trying to be scary. We live in this country and always been free rights, free this, free that. What the fuck is free? What? Tell me. So, and I'm just saying, yes, I'm curious as to where all of this is going. I need some insight. I need some input. So, this is my first video. We can talk about anything y'all want to talk about, because I'm curious about fucking everything. I'm curious about this new world, this new life, because I need to be able to take the old life and piece together with the new life to find the fucking logics in what the fuck they got going on. Like the commercial or the newscast thing where the man is mad because they fired him 5 days earlier, and after 30 years, he was supposed to collect a pension. Okay, I can dig it. Well, guess what? Why, everybody's feeling sorry for the motherfucker because, he got fired after 30 years of service being dedicated. They fired his ass. Poor man. Did anybody figure the fuck out that he wasn't telling anybody about the dirty bullshit that they were doing had they not fired him without pay? If they would have gave him his pension, they would have still been doing what the fuck they were doing, and he wouldn't have told anybody. So he's not a fucking victim. He's a fucking perpetrator. He's a fucking perpetrator playing a fucking victim. He just got caught on the end of the fucking inside and should have known at the fucking end of the end that he wasn't gonna get paid either while they're ripping everybody else off for the last fucking 30 years that he works there. What the fuck? Now, see, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. So I don't understand none of that. Then you got the other motherfucker comes on the commercial that says, don't eat lentils, don't eat beans, don't eat this. What? Who the fuck is he? You children grew up on fucking beans and lentils and fucking cornbread and mashed potatoes and gravy and fucking I can keep going. And today it's all this bullshit. Don't eat this, it's bad for you. Don't eat that, it's bad for you. No, I'm telling you right now, what the fuck they fixing for you is bad for you. You better be questioning the fucking shit is what you better be questioning. So I would question fucking everything because I've tasted some shit out there and I don't know what's wrong with it, but it sure the fuck ain't my taste buds. I can tell you that right now. But water too. So I'd set the fucking water bottles. If I buy water bottles, I set them on a white napkin, paper towel. This way I can see if there's a different color solution in it because I've gotten some water bottles, different ones that has a green, a yellow hue in it. So, and they have a funky taste as well. But if you're really thirsty and you chug that motherfucker, do you stop to think about what you just drank until after the fact? We don't. And then sometimes we question and say, well, it was just our taste buds. So compared to what we drank last or what we fucking achieved, it just depends. But put that motherfucker on a paper towel and see if it portrays a different color other than white and crystal fucking clear. And if it don't, I take that bitch back or take it to a lawyer. I wouldn't give a fuck which one. Make you some money or take it back to the retailer and say, what the fuck? I'm not trying to go out that way. So, because something ain't right in the world today. That's all I'm saying. So, as an empathic person, as a person going to college for psychology, see there, thought you were going to get me as a crazy bitch when I told you I was an empath person. Fuck you, I'm not crazy. I'm fucking an intelligent motherfucker that sees shit, that knows shit, and don't start sending me shit and asking me if you're gonna win money and da 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 da, because I don't live on that type of an empathic level, okay? So, money is irrelevant to me, or I wouldn't be living in a fucking car. Now, is it choice living in a car? No, but I'm not ding-a-ling along and I'm just waiting patiently for whatever. And yes, I believe in God. I believe Jesus. Jesus is my father. God is my grandfather. Mother Earth is my mother, etc., etc., etc. That's who I am. Take it or leave it. I don't give a fuck. See, that's the bad part about me. I was born on the sign of the split. I'm a split between Gemini and Cancer, which you can question that fact. Since Gemini is twins and Cancer is a single, does that make me a three-person split? What does that make me? Think about that shit. I think about that shit. Of course, there's other things as well, just like I said, empathic, etc., etc. Now, I'm not saying there's some things I can't tell some Ovians, but if I get a message, God tells me, then I'll tell you. If I don't have a message and it's just for us to have a discussion, so, and maybe that is the message in the discussions that we have of what's to come, because I believe what's to come is bad. I believe our country will be invaded. So when? So last time Trump said, he said within 10 years. Usually if he says within 10 years, that means 3 months to 5 years. So the time frame gets shorter. Depends upon who we're pissing off, I guess. So, I'm not saying we leave people to rot. I'm not saying we don't defend the most important aspect of the countries out there, that we weigh the hard decisions on which ones that we hold most to, and if that's the one, I mean, It doesn't seem like we're being able to give to all the countries now because it's sucking us dry. So everything that's getting done is sucking us dry. So look how many elderlies we have on the streets in the United States. So, including fucking me, man. They want us to go by. Now, it used to be you go see a landlord and he say, "Can you pay your rent?" Yeah. How much money you make a month? Okay. How much money you make a year? Okay. Now it's, what do you pay out for this? What do you pay out for that? They want to fucking itemize all your shit up to see if you can pay your bills. Man, fuck that. I've always paid my fucking bills. And what I owe on the rest of my shit ain't none of your fucking business. So because they want to itemize all this bullshit today, then I don't qualify for a fucking house because I got hit on the dark fucking web and you can't see my fucking credit. So, see what I'm saying? Bullshit. Bullshit like that baby says. Ah, bullshit. Ah, bullshit. It's just all fucking bullshit. So, anyway, that's what I'm talking about. Life in general, don't matter fucking what we talk about. Want to talk about the aliens in the air? We can talk about the fucking aliens in the air. I often wonder if that's what they're fucking putting in the food because food products, it's the shit that they're putting in it. Why would you give us that if it ain't no fucking good? So, and you're giving us stuff that isn't any good, and who does it benefit? So, to me, you have to question: are they feeding the aliens? And no. Have I seen an alien? I have fucking not. Do I believe they're out there? Well, I believe that I would have to be not so common sense if I thought that there wasn't something out there. If I thought we were the only things in the universe, that would be really retarded of me to believe that. So, because the universe is massive, we can only get so far. So, for me to say, well, okay, we're the only species in the whole universe. No, we're not. They just haven't come out to play with us yet. So, and do I want to be here when they do come out to play with us? Well, I don't know. That depends upon, let's go back to the food. Is the food stuff they're giving us, are they making it where that the aliens can eat the rest of the people because we're overpopulated? Or what's the deal with the change up in the food scenario? That part's just weird. So, because everything they're saying don't eat is what we've always ate. And, there's once upon a time that we didn't fucking have products shipped from other fucking countries. We did it our way, our own way, this fucking way, even if it was a poor fucking way. Just like I seen the man on fucking YouTube the other day. Hell, he made Sprite the old way, like they did back in the fucking 80s and such. And, so some ways, and your kids are already out here showing new tricks and this and that. So you might as well start going back and learning the old ways of the ways that we used to live and we used to do food and stuff, because whatever's coming, you kids better get ready for it. That's all I'm saying. So as far as food-wise, the food-wise is going to get more scarce at the stores. And what ain't scarce, what's going to be in it, what is it going to taste like? It's just, you can't trust anymore. So you got to be on the lookout for everything. I mean, everything. So you have to watch your food source. You have to watch your water source. You have to watch what's coming from above. You have to watch what's coming from below. Just like the balloons that went across us. Why in the fuck did two balloons go across us and no, they just monitored it. Okay, so you monitored the motherfucker, but you waited till it got out to sea, and then you shot the son of a bitch down. So what all did we learn from that? I mean, and the second one, what all did we learn from the second one? What we learned. So I don't understand a lot of things. Y'all need to question a lot of things. And if you don't question it, just bunker down, man. Get ready for what's coming. Because if you're going to, look here, when you start seeing ads advertised for your DNA to say, if you have enough DNA in you that you come from this country, if you want to come back to your homeland, you can come back. In other words, as long as you got enough of that nationality in you, you can be accepted to go back to there and leave America. So when they started doing that, that's telling me that they're telling us, get the fuck out while you have the opportunity to get the fuck out because of what's coming. So, Rosie O'Donnell, that bitch already took off to Ireland. My half of me is from Ireland. The other half of me is from here. So, but I'll be wherever God tells me to be. So, wherever I fight, if it's for this country, that country, I mean, somebody has to stay and stand up, right? Whether we're old, young, whatever. I mean, a lot of things aren't fair. So, what is fair? That's the next question. It's just like some people still want to say Putin, oh, he's a great leader. Look what he did. So, however, I honestly don't think we should. Okay, my honest opinion. If one country attacks another country, then if NATO is for all the countries, they should fucking, just like a cartoon, point all their weapons at that country and say, you're going to do what, to who, and why? And, if you do, we're going to blow you off the fucking map and start over with a new country. So, they should have never attacked Ukraine like they did. I don't know what the fight was about, but nothing has to come to killing people. Nothing. And I mean it, nothing. So if every soldier out there, and I mean every soldier out there, would literally just sit down and put your arms down, what's the leaders gonna do? They don't have no armies backing them. Let them go out and kill their opponent. Let them go get the blood. So let the blood be on their hands. I mean, I don't see why it should have to be on your hands. So find out really. Me and my grandson are going around about this. Not really going around, but he wants to join the army. I want to know why he wants to join the army. He said for the excitement. I can give him some excitement. I can beat the hell out of him and see if that's excitement enough. I mean, that's better than him getting shot or whatever. So if he feels the need to feel the sting of a bullet, I can pump up a BB gun and I can shoot him in the ass with one. And it's not necessarily the same, but if it's pumped up enough and you're close enough and you got to dig it out of deep, it's kind of like a bullet in the ass, but it won't hurt. But all you do is pick it out with a pair of tweezers and put some peroxide on it and then put a little Band-Aid on it and tell him. That's what a miniature bullet would feel like. Now, do you want to know what a big one feels like? However, fact. So, when you question joining the army, people say, I ask people, why are you joining the army? Used to be when I was a kid, they would say it's to be all you can be. Well, fuck, pick up a book, you can still be all you can be. So I'm just saying, I don't need to go to the army to be all I can be, to be able to read something or to watch something or to fucking learn something. So now, when I was a kid, had I a choice, it would have been Air Force. So, but my people said no, so, and that was a long time ago, many, many years ago, and my uncle was, he enlisted into the army over 4 or 5 times. In the end, he was a Green Beret, he was a general, he was all kinds of crap, and so, he had a little pull to say, no, she can't come in because my granny, I guess, was afraid something would happen instead of letting me live my life like they did. So, instead of getting to take that adventure, however, sometimes I wonder if the reason I didn't take that adventure is because I wouldn't have made it very far anyway, because I don't think I could have shot somebody down on a political note just because I was commanded to. I mean, if they're invading our country, then okay, I'll shoot you down. But if you're not invading my country and you're just leaving us alone, there's no reason for me to interfere in the aspect. So, and if the countries are determined to fight, no matter how you look at it, then there should be a ceasefire long enough to get the women and children out on both sides, and then the ones that wants to fight, even the ones that they say that the boys and the women that has to enlist, they shouldn't have to enlist. It should be a choice. Everything else is free choice, free will, ain't it? That's all I hear everybody out here fighting about. We want free choice, free will. You shouldn't be able to call me that. This is not my name. I am not a boy. I am not a girl. I am salt. I am bacon. I am a cloud. I'll be a motherfucker is what the fuck. So, think about it. Won't elaborate on it. But y'all can get what I'm saying. So, well, I have gave you 37 minutes and 19 seconds and counting of my bullshit. So, if anybody else is curious about my bullshit, then I will tune in later, but my bullshit usually only comes to me when I'm driving, so that's when my mind is going. So, apparently I have ADHD, maybe PTSD. I know I have MADD and FUCKYOU. So, meow, 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 meow. I don't know. I'm knowledgeable in the old ways. Anybody wants any knowledge, they can ask me. I'll give them my truest advice. And if I don't believe it to be true, I won't tell it to you. So, I know I'm not fucking endorsing Yahoo. I'm just fucking thirsty. But if I have to, here's to you, Yahoo, because Yahoo's been good for me. I've been sick, and it's what's been keeping me going. So it does have vitamins in it. So my kids bitch at me because they say, what are you having for dinner? And I tell them a Yahoo. And they say, bitch, that's not food. And I said, tell them, you tell my stomach that. Because my stomach likes it. And me like it a lot. No. Anyway, not much else. I don't know. So I'm in a dirty town. Few of the people's good. Few. I said few. They want to say the total wise is about 333 of them. That's probably what's on the census, but there's probably a few more than that. So, the ones that ain't on the census, those are the pill-popping motherfuckers that live around Fucktown. Weird fucking bunch. I told y'all I was old. Come to this fucking town and now. Told you. It said 300 and some odd people. More than that here. Come to this weird fucking town and once again old. So horny motherfuckers in this town. Horny. And I'm talking bend over, beat a dog down, the whole fucking 9 yards. Has to make me wonder if it's part of the preacher's fucking pack, even though they don't act like they're part of the preacher's pack. Has to make me wonder if they're part of the preacher's pack. See, when I first come over here, the sheriff's department said the only one that could come over here was the proprietor of the place, which would be the partial owner connected with the person that's inside the house. However, because he's fearful of the 144 and the fact that he likes to choke women and grip up on women, and I've already told all the officers that came out here, I'm not sure if I'm a fight or if I'm a flight. So, because I've been traumatized, past tense, within the last few years, to the very extreme to where I'm supposed to be in therapy 4 times a month. And it's bad enough that it's affecting I guess I have AFib. And AFib, I don't know. Some people say that when they start talking about pacemakers and bullshit, that you can't smoke no more and this and that. Well, fuck that. If that's the case, I'm not putting a fucking pacemaker in me. I'm gonna rock it till I drop it. In other words, I'm gonna continue smoking. Who in the fuck wants to lay in a nursing home and let somebody wipe your ass? Fuck all that. I'm not going out that way. I don't give a fuck. If I have a house, hey, that's great. If I have a place to live, that's great. If I don't have a place to live, then I'll die in this fucking car and I'll keep driving for fucking ever. However, not going to a hospital or a nursing home. And not fucking crazy, so ergo, they can fuck off. So, my father's 80 fucking 4, and he's still his own, master and chief commander. So I kind of figure that's where I get my mind from. My mother, she's already passed away. She wasn't her own master and chief and commander, if you get my meaning. Politics never affected her. She didn't want to watch politics. She didn't want to watch the news. She didn't want to watch anything like that. It's just depressing to her. Blah, 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 blah. Didn't want to know what was going on in the world. Well, there's not much I can do about what's going on in the fucking world, but I damn sure want to know what's going on in the world. So maybe if enough people knew what was going on in the world, then an effect could take an effect, but y'all get my meaning. So anyway, show you videos of my dogs. It's one reason I'm staying in the woods like this. My dog says they can't stay in the car. It's not good for them. So I keep them in the house with my ex while I help him watch over the property that he was stupid enough to sign 2 contracts for, that he didn't know the preacher's out to get him, but God works in mysterious ways, so yeah, it's mysterious that I'm here helping him, but I've already kept him alive 3 times prior to. He caught H1N1 and COVID. So did my dad. Hell, so did I. I'm the only one that didn't end up in the hospital. By the time I got him to the hospital, he only had 10% oxygen left in him. So one more day, he would have been dead. So then he comes down. I swear he's got a fucking death wish. Then he comes down and buys this fucking property, which he doesn't have the authority to buy the property because he signed a piece of paper long ago that he couldn't make decisions rationally. So therefore he had to have help. Well, I tried to tell the stupid preacher that that was the scenario to this property, and he told me to no, this and that, and I never seen a bickering preacher like this before, but as again, once I say, God works in mysterious ways because I have seen a preacher, and I always told God that a long time ago when I was a kid, because I didn't know who my father was. I didn't get to know my father until I was in my 30s. But when I was a kid, I told God I was mad at him because he probably took the only person that cared away from me, meaning my father, and I said things I shouldn't have said to him. And 20 years later, maybe 25, I can't remember how long later it was, but I get to meet the man. He's actually not dead, he's alive. And it turns out he was, even though he was a pastor, he was a horrible, horrible man. I mean, my brother is a pastor, and my brother grew up underneath him, and I didn't get to know my brother back then, but I get to know my brother now, so, and he's like, you didn't miss anything, Lisa. And I tried to take care of him in his older years, but he didn't care about nothing but himself, so, you know, what God showed me is if I had met him earlier in life, he was a very bad drug addict. I mean, I never seen, man, fucking 82 years old, steal my drugs, my medication, the doctor prescribed me, steal medication from me, fucking smoke a vape pen in fucking half a day. Who smokes a vape pen in half a day at 80-some years old? A fucking addict. You all see me sitting here puffing on this same fucking joint. Been a fucking hour talking to y'all and smoking on the same joint. This motherfucker got smoked joint after joint, even while he's puffing the fucking vape pen. And then he gonna ask me, Lisa, do you think it would have been different if I'd been around you earlier when you was young in life? I told him, hell yeah, it'd been different. Everybody'd been fucking dead. You's a dope addict. My mama was a dope addict. Y'all would have made me fucking kill myself. So God saved me from that, and he let me see later in life that, yep, while you're chewing me out and cussing me out and doing all this, I kept him away from you for a reason. And true fact, he kept him away from me for a reason because I could only deal with one of them, and I dealt with my mother well, let's put it this way. I tried to love her, and I say tried because they don't let you. You can't love them. So that's another topic we can get into if you want to. It's okay to, you got to look at them as just being the vessel that got you here. The learning in life is the rest if that's what you want to do. So mine was a vessel. So she didn't love me when I came, and she didn't tell me goodbye when she left. And she told everybody else goodbye, but I wasn't good enough to tell goodbye. So, and you say, does that affect you? Oh, I think you can tell by the way I'm acting. Yeah, it affects me. It affects me deeply. I mean, I tried to carry her out of there. I went down there and cleaned her house several times. She always thought that I was better than her. I acted like I was better than her. But no, it's not that I was better than my mother. My mother lived with mice and roaches and rodents and critters and fuck, I don't want, you know what? I can live in my car for eternity before I live with a motherfucking bug. I don't do no kinds of bugs. So as you see me chasing the fucking mosquito around, I got his ass. So that's about as close as it comes to where I'm at right now as far as bugs. I even spray my shit down in my car on a regular basis, just for. I mean, don't let nobody in my car, but other than my grandkids and my dogs when I need to take them to the vet or if they want to go for a ride. But I still spray my fucking car down, so it is what it is. Anyway, I'm just a normal person. Define normal. Talking about whatever you want to talk about. I am there. I got all kinds of topics. You name it, I got it. We can talk about it. So, forgive the way I look, but I figure if you're going to see me, you might as well see me as I am. This is how I usually am. Ta-ta-ta-ta. So, but this is my downtime. This is my free time. And yes, the fucking hair sticking up is fucking with me. Maybe that's OCD. I don't know. You go see a psychiatrist, you do fucking tests on them, man. Because here's the thing about going into a psychiatrist and they want to diagnose you. Your feelings are different. Each time your feelings are different when you go to see the psychiatrist. Whether you're angry, whether you're fearful, whether you're mad, whether it's a combination of both, etc., yada, 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 etc., etc., etc. So if you go in displaying signs of, and you may not do this before or after, you just may only feel that way that day, they're going to give you a diagnosis and you're going to get a label. So I always think about what the hell you're going to say before you go in there or before you do your video. So, because if you need to vent, venting is one thing. Hell, just vent to me. And I'll give you the best case scenario I can give you without, I don't know, the bullshit in between. So, and they can say, well, you can get in trouble for that. Well, no, I can't because I'm just going to school for it. I don't have a license for it yet. So, what? I do like a good court battle, so I guess I can say that. So, I won't let people run over me, and neither should you. This world is coming to a shitty place. So, and everybody's got rights, and they should assert their rights. Whether they have to get together with other people and assert their rights, they should assert their rights. So, for instance, if you've been hurt, if you're somebody that's been hurt, if you see this video and you're somebody that's been hurt on the situation that I'm working on, all you got to do is come to me, man. I will fight for you, just like I'm fighting for what I'm fighting for now. You know, I've had a law out here 9 different times, and I've told them there's dead bodies, I believe, on the property. And do you know all they say is, can't we just get along? What the hell? Man 2 doors down pulls a gun on me. However, the law wants to take me to jail for it. And if it wasn't for a decent sheriff, now, there is one here. One, I found one. One. So, there is a decent sheriff here that stood up for me. So, on that note, there might be, hell, I don't know. Maybe he'll be the walking tall that really walks tall, if you get my meaning. So, anyway. I think my brain's shutting down. Don't think I got shit else to say. Have a good day. And peace out.